Good morning, students. Today, 29th of October 2020. As we are discussing the chapter number 6, this is Geordie's form. And yesterday we had started part 3. Let us revise that portion, then we will continue it. Okay. So, in the third part, we have seen that after a while, Geordie came to the carcass of the doe. Geordie doe की dead body के पास आया. And the fawn was not found nearby. Fawn वहां पे नजर नहीं आया था. He tried to look for the small footprints. Okay, Geordie want to see the footprints. उसने कोशिश की कि उसका footprints दिखाई दे, but it was not there. It was the footprints of buzzer birds and big cats like that. Then there was some movement directly in front of him. He saw that कुछ movements हुई उसके सामने जो उसने वो चीज notice करी. Geordie was overjoyed to see that form, and it was shaky, but he didn't try to rise or run. वो थोड़ा डरा हुआ लग रहा था फोन, बट वो फोन जॉडी को देख के ना तो भागा और ना ही घबराया. जॉडी laid his hand on his phone's soft neck. उसने उसके गर्दन पे अपना हाथ बढ़ाया, ठीक है ना, गर्दन को नेक को टच करने के लिए. He was very happy to feel it. जॉडी को से टच करके बहुत अच्छा फील. Geordie lifted the fawn from the grass very softly. He feared that the sight of its mother carcass might agitate the fawn. उसे लगा कि हो सकता है कि फॉन अपने मदर की डेड बॉडी को देख के थोड़ा बहुत इमोशनल या कुछ फीलिंग्स उसमें आ सकती हैं. Okay. So he feared that the sight of his mother carcass made some accident. So he avoided the clearing and went through the bushes. उसने उसको avoid करने की कोशिश की कि वो उसको वो चीज नहीं दिखाए. Right? So it was a difficult walk. Now this much we have already completed. Now let us proceed. Take out page number 92. 92. I will clear all your doubt. Whatever we have a doubt, we can discuss after the completion of the chapter. Okay. So page number 92, second paragraph. Okay. So take out page number 92, second paragraph. He was afraid that it might kick and bleed at sight and smell of its mother. He skated the clearing and pushed his way into the thicket. It was difficult to fight through with his burden. So, Geordie has a fear that if the fawn saw the dead body of his mother, it might get some reaction. Okay, अगर उसने अपनी मदर की डेड बॉडी देख ली तो हो सकता है कि कुछ रिएक्शन दे और स्मेल करे और फिर ब्लीटेड साउंड, है ना, साउंड प्रोड्यूस करे, ऐसा कुछ जैसे दो साउंड प्रोड्यूस करता है उसे ब्लीटेड बोलते हैं. But it was difficult to fight through with this burden. The fawn's leg caught in the bushes. So in that bushes it is very difficult for both Geordie and the fawn to walk. चलना उस झाड़ियों में, कंटीली झाड़ियों में चलना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. तो फॉन के लिए तो और भी ज्यादा, क्योंकि वो बहुत बेबी डियर था, बहुत छोटा बच्चा था. The fawn's legs caught in the bushes and could not lift his own with freedom. और वही हुआ कि उसका पैर उसमें फंस गया. And he tried to shield its face from prickling vines. Prickling means जो कटने झाड़ियां वहां से निकालना, उसके फेस में फंसा. Its head bobbed with its stride. His heart thumped with the marvel of its expectance of fame. He reached the trail and walked as fast as he could until he came to the intersection with the road. किसी तरह से जॉडी उसको अपनी गोद में उठाते हुए he put it into his arms and bring to the ट्रेल मीन्स पगडंडी के रास्ते से होते हुए जॉडी मेन रोड तक पहुंचा. He stopped to rest and set the fawn down on the dangling legs. और उसको थोड़ा रेस्ट किया, जैसे वो मेन रोड पे आया थोड़ा रिलैक्सेशन हो गया. यस, कि रास्ता नहीं भूला, मेन रोड पे आ चुका है. And it wavered on them. It looked at him and bleated. उसने देखा fawn was fine, everything was fine. It doesn't have. So it was a long walk. Okay, and they came to the road, but that would take him home. Now, at there, he stopped to take some rest. He put the fawn down also. उसने fawn को नीचे उतारा अपनी गोद से. And it bleated and looked at Jordan. और वो बहुत तेज मिमिया रहा था उसको. ब्लीटेड मतलब मिमियाना, उनकी आवाज में बोलना. और वो तेज तेज सांस ले रहा था. Then next paragraph. He said, enchanted, I will carry you after I get my breath. He remembered his father saying that a fawn would follow if he had first been carried. He started away slowly, the fawn stayed after him. Then what happened, students? Johnny remembered the words of his father that he told that a baby deer follow if he was carried first time. से उन्होंने जॉडी के फादर ने जॉडी के कहा कि कोई जानवर होता है, कोई भी प्रकार का जानवर, अगर उसे हम फर्स्ट टाइम बहुत लवली ट्रीट करेंगे, अपना लव एंड अफेक्शन शो दिखाएंगे, सेकंड टाइम ही और शी मस्ट फॉलो अस. आपने खुद भी ऑब्जर्व किया होगा किस तरह से अगर आप एक दिन फर्स्ट डे अगर आप डॉग्स को रोटी डालते हैं या गाय को काऊ को भी रोटी डालते हैं, कुछ डालते हैं, सेकंड डे सेम डॉग सेम काऊ आपके घर के सामने नजर आए, बिकॉज ही एक्सपेक्ट समथिंग फ्रॉम. उसे मालूम रहता है कि मुझे इसने कल दिया था तो आज भी दिया. इट मींस इट फॉलो यू, आपको फॉलो कर रहा है. सेम थिंग, इफ यू गिव सम अफेक्शनेट and love to any animals or baby animals, it will naturally follow. So this instruction is given by Jordy's father to him. उन्होंने instruction दिया था and Jordy did the same. उसने वैसा ही किया. And he started away slowly he walked, and at the same time the fawn also followed him. He came back to it and stroked it and walked away again. It took a few wobbling steps towards him and cried piteously. So he then he carried out after a long breath, and then what happened? He said his father told him that he would follow him. The fawn didn't move. Okay, so he came back to pick him. He went ahead and carrying the fawn in his arm. Then in this way he got tired. उसे बार-बार गोद में पकड़ते हुए tired भी रहते, because Jordy was not such a mature person, was a boy, young boy. So naturally he felt tired. उसे थकावट हो रही थी. उसे जैसे ही बार-बार पकड़ता, गोदी लेता, फिर छोड़ देता, फिर ऐसे इस तरह से करते last he reached the home. He was light-headed with his joy. Now he was confirmed that this fawn belongs to me. उसे अभी लग गया था कि ये fawn baby deer मेरा हो चुका, ये मुझे follow कर रहा है और मेरे साथ ही रहना चाहता है. So he felt very joy. He wanted to fondle it, to run. Okay, he wanted to fondle it, to run and romp with it. He wanted to play with it. The fawn कितनी जल्दी familiar हो गया जॉडी से. जॉडी से एक ही मुलाकात में कितना अपने आप को वो सिक्योर समझने लगा, सेफ समझने लग गया जॉडी के साथ, और उसके साथ खेलने लगा, कूदने लगा, कभी आगे भागता, कभी पीछे जाता, इस तरह से like that. He dared not alarm it. He picked it up and carried it in front of him over 2 arms. It seemed to him that he walked without effort. Now his arms began to ache. उसे पकड़ते पकड़ते कभी गोदी में लेना उसको, क्योंकि weight is there, उसके weight होता है, तो उसके हाथों में दर्द होने लग गया, जॉडी की पेन होने लग गया. Ache means pain. He was forced to stop again. When he walked on, the fawn followed him at once. He allowed it to walk a little distance, then picked up. कुछ देर वो चलता, उसको फॉलो करता, फिर उसे वो खड़ा हो जाता, फिर उसको उठाता. इसी तरह से पूरे रास्ते भर दोनों ने इसी तरह से किया जब तक वो घर नहीं पहुंचे. The distance home was nothing. He could wave He could have walked all day and into the night, carrying it and watching it fall. He was wet with sweat, but a light breeze blew through the June morning, cooling him. So the Jody felt they completely wet and sweating. पसीने से तर हो रहा था जॉडी, क्योंकि बार बार उसको उठाना फिर चलना उसके साथ लाइक दैट, तो उसे बहुत टाइम मिल रहा था. एंड इट वाज द मंथ ऑफ जून मॉर्निंग, सो अ लिटिल ब्रीज, हल्की सी हवा उसको जून की मॉर्निंग में एक रिलैक्सेशन दे रही थी. The sky was as clear as spring water in a blue china cup. He came to the clearing, it was fresh and green after the night's rain. He fumbled with the latch and was finally obliged to set down the phone to manage it. Then, at last, in this way, they entered into their house. And he had an idea. Okay, एक idea है जॉडी के मन में. He would walk into the house, into Penny's bedroom first. सबसे पहले फादर के bedroom पे गए. With the fawn walking behind us, जैसे कि fawn उसके पीछे आ रहा. But at the step, the fawn walked. Fawn वहीं रुक गया. वो आगे नहीं आया. And he refused to climb them. Then again, Jody picked it up and went to his father Penny, laid it close to उसने father Penny के सामने उसे दे दिया. Jody called, "Pa, look!" Jody ने आवाज लगाई father को. Father, look! Penny turned his head. Jody stood beside him. He then clutched hard against him. It seemed to Penny that the boy's eyes were as bright as the fawn's. He said, "I am glad you found him." जॉडी के फादर ने उसे ये कमेंट किया, रिमार्क दिया, that I know that you have found that baby deer. मालूम था कि तुम जरूर उस बेबी डियर को ढूंढ लोगे. Jody then went to the kitchen. The fawn wobbled after him. Jody सीधा kitchen में गया. Same fawn followed him. A pan of morning's milk stood in the kitchen. Say, the cream had risen. देखा कि pan में milk पड़ा है. उसके ऊपर में cream यानी मलाई आ चुकी थी. And he skimmed the cream into a jug. उसने cream को side किया एक तरफ. And the cream had risen on it. He poured the milk into a small gourd, और एक ball type का ऐसे जिसमें container, we can say that a container में उसने दूध डाला. Then he held out in front of the fawn, और fawn के सामने रखा. It beautied it suddenly, smelling the milk, और उसने smell कर लिया fawn ने कि it is a milk, food है. He saved it precariously from the spilling over the floor. It could make nothing of the milk in the bowl. He dipped his, उससे मालूम पड़े कि fawn was not able to sip that milk. लगा कि इस बेबी डियर के लिए मिल्क को सिप करना मुश्किल, छोटा है, उसको नहीं मालूम कि कैसे करना है. So what did Jody do? He dipped his finger in the milk and thrust them into the fawn's soft wet mouth. और उसने dip किया और उसके जुबान पे चढ़ाया, ऐसे इस तरह से किया. It sucked greedily और फटाफट उसने suck करा उसे. When he withdrew them, it bleated frankly, और जैसे उंगली हटाता वो फिर आवाज करने लग जाता baby deer. And the fawn sucked. He lowered them slowly into the milk, and this way the fawn blew and turned the page, sucked and snorted. In this way, this process is going on. He dipped the finger, then snorted it. It stamped small hooves impatiently. As long as he held his fingers, blew the level of milk, the fawn was content. It closed its eyes dreamily. It was ecstatic to feel the tongue against his hand. Its small tail flicked back and forth. उसकी छोटी सी पूंछ flickered कर रही थी. As he was feeling very much hungry, and after sipping that milk, now his thirst becomes satisfied. थोड़ा सा relaxation feel हुआ, उसे भूख लग रही होगी इस fawn को. दूध sip करने के बाद उसे थोड़ी संतुष्टि. The last of the milk vanished in the swell of foam and gurgling. So in this way, the Jody saved the life of fawn. So we can say that either this time the fawn followed him at the gate. Jody an idea. Okay, I'm telling you this roughly summary of this one. So when he entered at the gate of his house, he got an idea. He would walk into his father's room and then with the fawn, but the fawn could not come or could not follow him. Fawn usko follow nahi kiya. So Jody showed his father the fawn. Jody picked up that fawn and bring it to father. The father was glad and Jody found that what he wanted. Father बहुत खुश हुए fawn को देख के. Jody then offered the milk to the fawn. The milk was in the gourd, a container full. The fawn was not able to drink it. So what did Jody do? He dipped his finger in the milk and then thrust them into the fawn's soft mouth. The fawn drank the milk greedily. Then he lowered, and in this way he can able to satisfy his thirst. इस तरह से उसने उसके हर एक प्यास को बुझाने की पूरी कोशिश करी, ठीक है ना. और व्हाट द जॉडी डिड, जॉडी ने जो चाहा था उसे पूरा करने की कोशिश की. इन दिस वे वी कैन सी दैट कि जॉडी ने एक लाइफ को सेव किया. उसने जो चाहा कि उसके आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ द डो he became very much uncontentment. Okay, become not he become confused, he become panicked. So what will happen with that baby deer? So this type of idea came in his mind and he wanted to he wanted to survive that fawn. He wanted to give the life of that. वो चाहता था कि fawn survive करे. Okay, it is there. It is his and her his family responsibility to raise that fawn. उस रेस उसको बढ़ाना उसको पालना ये उसकी फैमिली की रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी थी कि उस बेबी डियर को इस तरह खाली नहीं छोड़ देना था, उसे पालना था, उसे आगे बढ़ाना था. एंड जॉडी ने वो काम पूरा करके दिखाया. So I hope whatever we have discussed, it must clear to you. Okay, and next class we will have a short